Okay, so here we are with the three types of guitar that I'll be expected to see you playing and taking this course on. So three types, all are equally fine as part of this beginner's course. I'm going to start off with the electric guitar because it's slightly more complicated in terms of things to explain. And obviously, if you are learning on an electric as well, then hopefully you'll have an amplifier to plug it into. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit about the terminology that we use for all guitars, all three types of guitar. We'll start with the strings, and we've got 6 strings on all these guitars, and we're going to number them 1 to 6. And we're going to start with string 1, which is what we term the top string. It's the highest string because it's tuned to the highest note, so we call that the top string. String 1, string 2, string 3, string 4, string 5, and string 6. So the top string and the bottom string. Physically, it's the opposite way around on your guitar, but we always talk in musical terms. So top string, string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The main parts of the guitar kind of follow the body parts. So main piece is the body here. We have the neck attached to the body and the head at the top of the neck there. Okay, and the front part of the neck we term as the fretboard or fingerboard. And the little boxes that we see on the fretboard there are called the frets, which is where we put our fingers to make the different notes. The electric guitar creates its sound using what we call pickups, which are here, and here. Okay, the pickups pick up the string vibration, turn it into electrical sound, and then it's amplified through the amp. Switch here at the bottom, that's on different positions on different styles of electric guitar. Some electric guitars only have 2 pickups. This one has 3. I'll explain the different positions. The switch here is what we call the pickup selector, and this selects which pickup is in operation. When I'm placing that selector right at the back position there, that uses what we call the bridge pickup. The bridge pickup refers to this is the bridge where the strings sit, and because this pickup is nearest to the bridge, this is called a bridge pickup. Okay, and this is quite a bright sound. That's quite a nice bright sound. If I place the pickup selector in the middle, okay, this is the middle pickup now. This creates it's more of a sort of mellow tone kind of. Okay, that's the middle pickup, and then we come towards the front, right to the front, gives us the neck pickup, which is more of a mellow tone, even more than the middle pickup. Okay, so each pickup has a different sound. The switch on my guitar is actual what we call a 5-way switch, because it can be set in between each pickup. So when it's at the second position, so the second position back from the bridge pickup, okay, it's using those 2 together, so we get a joint sound of those 2 pickups. And same thing between the front and the middle position. We also have another pickup position there, which uses these 2 pickups as well. So 5 different positions for your pickup selector there. The buttons here are volume and tone buttons. So the volume control on your guitar it turns obviously the volume up and down, turns it all the way to off, but it also kind of if you're using quite a high gain setting on your amp, I turn the volume down on my guitar. You can hear that it cleans the setting up a little bit more. So it cleans the tone up as well as reducing the volume. The tone buttons just reduce the amount of treble that's coming through your amplifier. So okay, so that tone button there is on full. We'll turn it down. It reduces the amount of top treble tone that comes through. I would recommend really that you keep, as we begin the course, you keep all your tone and your volume buttons up full and adjust the your tone controls on your amp. I'll be doing a little lesson later on in the coming weeks to explain the different tone controls on your amp. Okay, so that's all the bits on the electric guitar, apart from the this is called the nut here, which is the same on the acoustic guitars as well. Tuning pegs, got a separate little clip for keeping your guitar in tune, and the nut here, where the strings sit at the top of the guitar. Okay, next up we've got the steel stringed acoustic guitar. This is mine. All the string terminology is exactly the same. So string 1 to 6 from the top string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top string, bottom string. We can do everything that we're going to be doing finger exercise wise, chord wise. We can play on this guitar as well. Main difference being, obviously, the guitar makes it sound in a different way. With an acoustic instrument, we have a hollow body and a sound hole, so that when the strings are strummed or plucked, the string vibration goes into the chamber here and is pushed back out through the sound hole to create the acoustic sound. All of the parts are exactly the same. Got the bridge here where the strings sit, held in by the pegs here. The strings are held in by the pegs there. At the top of the guitar we've got the nut as well here, where the strings sit, and obviously the tuning pegs. The other body parts are exactly the same: body, neck, fretboard and head. And this again uses steel strings. The main difference between this one and this one now, which is the Spanish style classical guitar. Now this actually was my first ever guitar. My granddad bought me this when I was 10 years old, which was back in 1975, believe it or not. So and I still use it. It still stands me in good stead and still plays beautifully as well. Still sounds lovely. And again, particularly from some of our younger students, you may be starting on this type of guitar, and that's fine. The main differences with this is that these strings are nylon strings. They're a lot less harsh on your fingers. They're perfect for learning to play guitar for the first time. And then possibly once we get into the more complex stuff, then you may want to then progress on to the electric guitar or a steel stringed acoustic. But again, this is absolutely fine to learn on for the first time. In fact, for younger fingers, the strings are a lot less harsh, a lot easier to press down. And like I said, this was my first guitar when I was 10 years old. So again, ideal to learn on.